question for you to answer.
Yes, I'll ask the question.
Vivian, you've got a question for Jason.
Did you enjoy your Eastern European tour?
Yeah, it was very sort of interesting. I think I was on a TV show, and I think it was Bob Geldof actually mentioned something in regards to not actually Eastern Europe, but in reference to China and us playing in China. And it's for me, and I guess for you guys as well, having never seen the way that socialism, I guess, or communism, or whatever you may term it, works, you have to go there and see it for yourself to believe it. And I enjoyed it. The audience was very receptive. In fact, it almost felt as if in some ways they were very much starved of that Western culture.
What Bob Geldof has said was that you shouldn't have gone because of the atrocities in Tiananmen Square.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, in looking back in retrospect, I think he's probably right in some ways, but I also think that it was a part of cultural exchange. And if we don't develop that by means of, say, entertainment, then I don't think we're going to develop it politically either. You know, and you've got to open those countries up to what else people have got by their youth, so that the youth will go away and start talking about it, and be the next generation who hopefully will open up the way, I guess, the world is, and make it sort of more, I don't know whether capitalism really is the right word, but you know what I mean?
Breaking down
breaking barriers down, I think, yeah.
Okay, on to the telephones now, and the first phone call of a 1990 series on the press conference is on line 1. Hello, who's that?
It's Sarah.
Hello,
Hi,
Sarah. Off you go.
When you were on tour, has your lifestyle changed?
Has my lifestyle...
Do you have to eat differently or anything?
I'm sure some people would like to think so. It's a little bit harder, I guess, on tour because you don't actually get the opportunity. When say for example, we'd finish quite late, you know, we'd finish at 10:30, and when you come off a show like that, you're still very sort of hyper and I guess ready to, I don't know whether to go out, because I don't really go out, but you stay up for quite a while. So in that respect, I sleep through to maybe 12, which is unusual because, say, in Neighbours, for example, I'd be up at 6:45 in the morning and at work at 7:15 and be in bed by like 8 or 9. So in that way, your sort of lifestyle changes because you start to take your day as 6 o'clock in the morning then becomes 12 o'clock. You know what I mean? And also with sound checks, I think, too, and doing a show, it's very hard to eat before a show. And if you ever come to one of the shows, you'll probably notice me halfway through the second number go, you know, like do this sort of belch coming out of my stomach trying to hide, you know, this burp coming on stage through the microphone half the time.
Did you have like a fitness program type thing that you keep to?
Not actually, not a sort of a program, but we've got someone who actually takes classes sort of each day, which for the band and myself, I guess, which is a sort of a dance thing as well as a sort of a physical exercise routine. But over and above that, I like to sort of run and swim if I can. I've got the time.
Okay, thanks for your call.
Thanks.
I've got a question now from Rachel. Where's Rachel?
Oh,
there you are.
How do British audiences compare with audiences from other countries?
British audiences are really good. I think in some ways the tour itself has actually been more aimed towards those type of audiences. I think the Asian League and the European League. I think the audiences in those countries were very much, they appreciated the music, where I think what we're getting now is almost a crossover of some Neighbours people as well as some music fans. So there's that combination. I mean, I look out in the audience some nights and it ranges from 5 to, 43. You know, sometimes even 70, and I sort of think, wow, you know. But I think we're in, say, in Europe, they're more teenage orientated because that was the type of music, obviously, that appeals to that age group.
You haven't come across the Great British Reserve. A lot of bands say, a lot of artists say that when they're touring the world, it always shocks them how quiet British audiences are. I guess that's not something that's
no, they're certainly not
much.
reserved. I think last night was probably, we've been playing 3 nights at the Odeon, and it was quite reserved there, but I think it's more of maybe a London audience, you know, but then it's almost a challenge in some ways to bring an audience and get them going so that by the end of the night they're right into it, as opposed to an audience is either not there or there, you know what I mean, from the word go. So, but yeah, I think they've been great. I couldn't ask for anything better, really, I suppose, in terms of reaction.
It's just good that people come, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'm glad that they do.
On to the telephones again, it's line 2. Who's on 2?
Kelly.
Hi, Kelly,
Hi,
off
Kelly.
you go.
Hello, Jason.
Hi,
My
Kelly.
question is, are you going to do another Christmas duet with Kylie Minogue?
Hey, well, I don't think so. I mean, I guess that the song, especially for you, and considering what had happened with the success of Neighbours at that particular point, and with the characters of Scott and Charlene, to do a song with Kylie at that particular point was something that I guess somebody out there was actually asking for, and I think it's like doing a bad sequel sometimes. You know what I mean? It's like doing the second version or the second film. It's always never as good as the first. So I like to leave it on the way it was, I guess. Who knows? I don't know.
Thanks very much for your call, Kelly. Bye-bye.
Might do a duet with someone else, maybe.
Well, you're free, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think the voice would live up to it, really, to be honest with you. No, I don't think so. Maybe, Sharam, where are you? There we are. Now, what's
With
your
all
question?
the films and concerts you're involved in, do you have much of a social life?
Yeah, I managed to get out, although I don't find that I'm a huge party person anyway. I'm not the type of person that finishes the gig really and goes up to the bar or does anything like that, or goes out. I prefer to sort of go home, I guess, and work on my own sort of personal things more than anything else. And I guess when I've got like a period of, say, 2 weeks off, I will maybe go out, you know, quite a few times and that point, but that's only because I've got a bit more time to sort of sleep in. And usually with, say, a tour, you've obviously got the responsibility of, it's your show. You've got to carry the promotion, and I guess when you come on shows like yours, you know, you've got to sort of make sure you're a bit alert and bright and not like that, you know. So, although sometimes
That's right. It's
just
very nice
yes,
next
just
week.
sometimes.
You'll stop chasing up, won't you? If he begins to flag a little.
Yeah.
Back to
Just
the phone.
shake my head.
And it's line 3. Who's there?
Hello, it's Linda.
You're
Hi, Linda.
Linda. Okay, you're through to Jason. Off you go.
Hello, if you had a choice to be someone else, who would you choose to be?
That's a difficult one. Someone's asked me that once before. I sort of don't really have anybody in that respect. I think a lot of maybe musicians or actors have people that they really aspire to, and I've got people who I admire, not necessarily people who I've copied my life on or tried to simulate, I guess, through my work. I mean, I've got a lot of admiration for Paul McCartney, but I don't know whether I'd necessarily want to be Paul McCartney. You know what I mean? I was sort of very happy being myself.
Well, you'd suddenly get incredibly old, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, actually. I never thought about that.
Suddenly instantly get old.
Instantly, bang,
I mean, not
like
very
that.
old, of course,
No,
but
not
just
very old.
considerably
Paul watches
older.
the programme.
Yes,
That's right, I know. Well, yes, of course he is. He'll be on the phone in a moment. Yes, we'll be talking to him.
Yes, you might want to do the duet with him at Christmas. So you
I'd
have to be
love
careful what
to,
you
mate.
say.
Look, give me a call now. I'm waiting on you.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
waiting
got
on
a
the
phone in his hand, for
I'm
goodness
ready.
sake.
I'm ready.
Remember the phone number, Paul? It's a different one. Not the one you kept dialing last time
Last
round.
Yes, do please stop phoning us.
Yes,
No,
yes.
no, you might set up
He
a
wants to
little
come on the
duet.
show, and you guys keep turning him down. I don't know.
Oh, what can we do? What can we do? We've got to, sorry, complete digression there. We've got a very interesting question about your new project from Matthew.
Sure.
How many hours a day will you be training for the film It's Now or Never?
That's almost how I felt. I've actually, it's a good point, that one, because I should be starting now. I think once I get into the routine of it, and once I finish the tour where I'm not sort of consistently on the road and packing my bags, as we were talking about before, which is an art form to packing bags, you know.
Oh, yeah.
There is a true art form of packing
Have
good
it
bags.
ready packed, ready packed, doubling
Yeah.
up on everything.
Doubling up on everything, that's the thing. I'd like to sort of maybe, I mean, I run and swim now as it is, but I don't think I am doing enough of probably what it requires to be a swimmer or an Olympic-sized swimmer. So I think in November, December, my ears are going to be washed with chlorine, you know. So I hope to spend like a few hours in the pool, I suppose, each day.
Did the character you're playing have very big sort of muscles, big muscly legs and things?
It's interesting.
Sort of strap them on like Superman had
No,
to.
no, I don't think so. They're going to have to do a damn good makeup job, I tell you. But either that or shoot me from there up.
Lots of splashing.
Yeah, lots of splashes. Lots of water pool shots. You know, they'll cut to a tight shot of me at the pool going like that. And then they'll cut to this wide shot and it'll be my double.
We'll get Sharon Davis to go through the water for you. Not that she could be your double, but you know, she could be splashing, couldn't she?
This is going off on another one.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Let's go
yes,
back
of course,
to
if
the
you
phone.
need another pair of legs, then they're always available.
You can do the double, mate.
Spider-Man. You're not making Spider-Man, are you?
No, I'm not making Spider-Man.
Okay, back onto the phones for a quickie.
I wanted to do Peter Pan.
Who's on the phone? Line 4. Who's on 4?
Hi, it's Tammy.
Hi, Penny.
Hi.
Oh, Tammy. I'm sorry. Tammy, off you go.
Hi, Jason.
Hi, Tammy, how are you?
Okay.
That's good.
What's been your best and worst moment from your tour so far?
Well, one of the worst moments, I reckon, was we did 2 dates in a place called Jersey, which is just off the British coast, and it was a very funny thing because it was one of my first nights on stage and a big sort of thing. I'm going, wow, fantastic, you know, getting right into it. And always you have monitors that are sort of situated in front of the stage, and you know, I'm sort of running around and nobody'd actually, I mean, I don't mean to put the fault on anybody if you're actually out there in the crew listening, but I ran to the front of the stage, didn't realise one of these monitors, and I'm going, you can depend on my love, and running, and I didn't see the monitor, and I must have, like, to the audience, just went bang on my face, and it was total black. I'm sure, you know, I mean, I sort of got up and just carried on with the rest of the show. That was pretty embarrassing for me.
And I bet it only started to hurt after the show.
Yeah, after, only after. But I kept, good moment, the whole tour, really.
Good.
Pretty good.
And good luck with it as well.
Thank you.
Best of luck with it. Thanks for your call, and thank you very much for coming in.
Pleasure.
Yes,
Pleasure
thank you,
as
Jason.
always.
Great way for us to start our series.
Yeah.
Can't believe, gosh, the end of programme 1. Well, thank you for joining us this morning. We'll be back with you next week, 9 o'clock BBC One, and we will have gold medal winners, Chris Akabusi and Steve Backley.
And there they are, running in action. That's a pair of legs you need. There's also Diane Louise Jordan as well from Blue Peter. We'll tell you about your trainers as well. See you next week.
Bye-bye. Now let's have a delicious medley montage of Jason Donovan. Here it is, coming up now. See you next week.
Bye-bye.